So balancing equations, calcium, when that reacts with oxygen you get calcium oxide, okay? There's one atom of calcium and 1 times calcium. You want to add up the number of atoms on each side, okay? Number of atoms on the left hand side, number of atoms on the right hand side. So 1 calcium there, 1 calcium there, okay? You got 2 oxygen here and 1 oxygen there, okay? So to balance it, you need to add, what do you need to add? There's 2 there, so you want to write a little 2 here, okay? So that you get 2 there. But then you got 2 of these, so you have to write a little 2 there, okay? So you then get 2 calcium plus 2 oxygen becomes 2 calcium oxide. So there's 2 times calcium here, 2 times oxygen here, 2 times calcium here, 2 times oxygen. Okay, so that's balanced. Okay. Next example. What should I do as the next example? Another one is C7H16 plus O2 becomes 7CO2 plus H2O, okay? So there's 7 times carbon, 16 times hydrogen, 2 times oxygen, okay? 7 times carbon, 2 times hydrogen, 3 times oxygen, okay? Right? So what do you do to balance this thing? So 7, 7, okay? You got to turn that into the 16 hydrogens here, so you need to make this 16, you can put 8 there, okay? 16 there, and 8 times 2 is 16 here. So that gives you 8 plus 2 is 10 oxygen here, okay? So, there's 14, 7 times 2 is 14 oxygen. So 14 plus 8 is 24, there's 22 oxygen total here. Sorry, that should have been before I put the 7, what's the 7? I'm getting muddled. No, there was a total of, that's wrong. There was 7, 14, 15 before, okay? Okay, so 7 carbons there, 7 there. 16 hydrogen here, 8 times 2 is 16 hydrogen there, okay? And then you got 8 oxygen plus 14 equals now 22 times oxygen, okay? There. So how do you make this into 22? There's a total of 22 oxygen there, because there's 7 carbons there, 7 there, because there's 16 hydrogen, 8 times 2 is 16, this gives a total now of 22 oxygen. So how can you make that 22? By making that 11, okay, there. So now you've got 7 carbon, 16 hydrogen, 22 oxygen, 22 oxygen. So you can write it as C7H16 plus 11O2 becomes 7CO2 plus 8H2O, okay? So that's balanced. Okay, that's how you do it. So I could do one more example before I run out of time. So another example is C2H4 plus O2 becomes CO2 plus H2O, okay? So there's 2 times carbon, 4 times hydrogen, 2 times oxygen on that side. And this side is 1 times carbon, 2 times oxygen, 3 times oxygen, 2 times hydrogen. Okay? So 2 times carbon, 4 times hydrogen, 2 times oxygen, 1 times carbon, 3 times oxygen, 2 times hydrogen. So you get 2 there. You can make a little 2 there to make that 2, okay? Then you've got 4 hydrogen there, so you can make a little 2 there to make that 4. So then you've got the equivalent of 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So you can make this 3 to make that 6. So now you've got 2 carbons and 2 carbons, 4 hydrogens and 4 hydrogens, 6 oxygens and 4. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So that's 2 carbon, 2 carbon, 4 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen. 3 times 2 is 6 oxygen. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So this is balanced. C2H4 plus 3O2 becomes 2CO2 plus 2H2O. Okay? Okay, that's balanced. Another example is mercury. That's actually silver, not mercury, silver. So there's 1 times Ag, 2 times Ag, 1 times S, 1 times aluminium, 1 times silver, 1 times sulfur, 1 times aluminium. That should be aluminium 2. So you got 2 times aluminium, 3 times sulfur, 1 times silver, okay? So 2 times silver, 1 times that, 1 times that, 2 times aluminium, 3 times sulfur, 1 times silver. How can you balance? 2, put a little 2 there, so there's 2 there. There's actually 3 of these, so you need probably to have actually 3 here. Okay? 3 of those sulfur, so you need 3 sulfur. That actually gives 6 of those, so you use 6 there, okay? I always put a little small number at the top, but you can easily rub it out. So 3 times 2 is 6, 6, which leaves 2. So you got, see what I did there? Because there's 3 there, I put the 3 in front of that to make this 3. That means there's 6 of those now, so you put 6 there. And then you got 2 there in front of the aluminium, so you have a 2 there. So it's now 6 silver, 3 sulfur, 3 silver, 2 aluminium, 2 aluminium. So do you follow that? You have to just look at what works. So yeah, initially I put the 2 there because there's 2 there, but then I realised because there's 3 of those, you need the 3 in front of this. So there's 3, so I made 3 sulfur, that makes 6 silver, so I put 6 in front of there instead. And then because there's 2 aluminium, I put 2 there. So it gives 6 of those, 6 of those, 3 sulfur, 3 sulfur, 2 aluminium, 2 aluminium. Do you understand? Is that clear? Maybe I could do one more as an example. So you got C6H12O6 plus O2 becomes CO2 plus H2O. Okay? So you got 6 times carbon, 12 times hydrogen, 8 times oxygen. 1 times carbon, 2 times hydrogen, 3 times oxygen. Okay, so how do you balance? You could put a 6 in front of there, which would make that 6 becomes 6. That's 12. So you could put a 6 there. 6 times 2 is 12. Okay? There's a total of 6 times 2 is 12 plus 18 oxygen here. Okay? This has got 18 times oxygen now. So you could make this, the 6 there, you got to make 18 total. So you could make 18, you got to turn this into 12, okay? So if you put 6 there, 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18. So you got 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 times 2 is 12 hydrogen. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18. Follow that? I hope that's clear. Play the video again and you'll see what I did. I initially put the 6 there with those 6. Then I turned that into 12, putting a 6 in front of it because there's 12 there. Because this is now added up. I realised I need 18 here, so I made that 6 to make that 12. Plus 6 is 18, 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18, so it's C6H12O6 plus 6O2 becomes 6CO2 plus 6H2O. Okay, so I check that. 6 and 6, 12, and 6 and 2 is 12. 1 6, 6, 2 6 is 12, 3 6 is 18. 6 times 2 is 18 plus 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 is 18. So it's balanced. Okay? Good evening.